Mr. Sajjan Jindal joins us right here in Davos. You're a Davos veteran of sorts. Davos is happening at a time when there are a lot of global uncertainties, global trade wars are taking shape. Where is India amidst all of this to begin with?
I think India is part of the world and cannot be isolated. So it does impact India, but India as a country, we have a huge domestic market, and so most of the industries in India are based on domestic demand and stuff like that, except for the IT industry, which is very global in nature, and so I'm sure with these trade wars, that industry will get affected in times to come. But as we speak, it's okay.
Mr. Jindal, even as we speak, back home in India, we are heading to an election year, and I think the government of the day will seek re-election. The opposition would mount, opposition obviously. But the question also is that, as one of the tallest captains of Indian industry, who's heavily invested in India, how would you assess the 5-year tenure of the government, the hits and the big misses? Or actually, should I say the big hits and the misses?
No, I think we've had 5 years rule of BJP led by Mr. Narendra Modi. And, if I recall the past UPA 2 in particular, we had a huge amount of scams and too many disturbing news were coming out of India. In the last 4.5, 5 years, we haven't seen any great or any real big bad news.
Right.
So I would say that's a big positive because India is a big country, and to have no scams in India is a big deal. Yeah. So we haven't had really any scam. I think the media has not got any big big
The
scoop.
government's credit.
Yeah. So that way it's been a good.
And what would you believe would be the misses? I mean, some reforms have been undertaken, the IBC, the GST, and as
Yeah,
we
I
told.
think this government took a lot of reforms. I mean, everybody tells that I'm a big fan of this government, but it's not about that. It's about India. I'm a big fan of India, and I believe that any government which provides a good governance in this environment in this country is a good government. The big misses, according to me, I mean, there have been big positives and
Yes.
reforms like IBC reform, and so many RERA
True,
and
true.
so many other
Yes.
reforms took place, including. But the big misses, according to me, has been the opportunity to do a huge amount of disinvestment, strategic disinvestment. That is what I think is the big miss for this government.
I know you have a very strong view on the IBC code. How satisfied are you with the progress? Do you believe it has changed the rules of the game? Has it changed mindsets? And one of the things that's being said about the code is that whatever resolution is happening, a lot of assets are going to foreign companies. Are you particularly worried about that?
No, I think whoever gives the best value for the assets will certainly get those assets, and that's the right way to happen. There has been a lot of criticism about the IBC because it's taking a lot of time, and so that's one big criticism. But because it's a new reform, new law, it's going through its iterating process, and over time it will get sorted out.
We have a budget right around the corner, and there is a lot of expectation that there could be an agri relief package that could be announced. If the fiscal deficit gets expanded due to that, do you believe markets and investors like yourselves will be forgiving of this because that's perhaps the right thing to do, or do you believe it should be dealt with in the realm of fiscal consolidation?
No, I mean, if you look at the real situation, there is an agrarian crisis in the country. I mean, the farmers are really suffering because as they produce more, the prices come down further. India is already a surplus, food surplus country, and the prices of food products are coming down. So therefore, the government of the day has to do something about the farmer distress, and if they did something, and I don't think anybody is going to blame the government for that.
Two last questions, and I think Indian industry and investors at large are always very wary of fractured mandates. They don't like coalitions, but coalitions haven't done too badly as far as the economic reforms are concerned. So, B, are you wary of a coalition if it were to happen in 2019 to begin with?
I mean, basically what we need is a stable government, even if there is a coalition government and it provides a stable government, that's good for India. There's no problem. And many countries we see the coalition governments working very well. And so I really don't see that as a big challenge. But given India's demography and stuff like that, we need a stable government. That's very important. So whether it's single party rule or a coalition, anything is okay.
But as a believer in India, you believe irrespective of the political establishment that comes to power, the reform trajectory will be followed?
Absolutely.
Or are you wary about that?
No, absolutely. I think there is only one way to go, and that is the reforms have to happen if our country has to grow, and I think time of India has come, and nobody can stop it. So therefore, whatever is the government, the reform process will be on, and the country will move forward.
Sanjan Jindal in conversation with us right here in Davos. He's a big India believer and continues to be one.